What's going on, boys? There's only one more day until all of you will be running through your Elder Rifts, the open world and battlegrounds, playing as the brand new Druid class. I want to remind you guys that I am going to be doing a live stream tomorrow morning, early on in the morning. I put a goofy face on this thing just to capture your attention. It's on the main page of my channel right now. I would love it if you guys went through a notification on so you don't miss the live stream. It's gonna be a big one. While you're there, subscribe to the channel so you could be up to date on anything relating to the Druid or anything in general to Diablo Immortal as a whole. The reason that you're seeing some Druid gameplay right now is because I was able to capture this while at Blizzard HQ 2 weeks ago, testing out this amazing Druid class. But we're not here to just talk about the Druid today. We're here to talk about what's coming with the incoming patch notes. So let's take a look, see what nerfs and buffs are happening and what we have to expect. So I want to go between a combination of the North American patch notes, which are for us, and the one from over in China as well, because sometimes the Chinese ones give us some insight. Now I'll skim through the things that don't matter or that we don't already know, such as July 3rd is the date that we're going to be getting this class, which is tomorrow. I don't need to tell you all about the Druid class. We have videos out on the channel that take you through everything about it, all the skills, how to play the class, how to build the class, etc. But there are other things coming, such as the Season 41 Battle Pass, Seekers of Ritter Grove. Let me know what you guys think of this cosmetic. It is very much themed to the Druid, a very nature-driven class, which actually fits well for the Druid class. So I think it actually makes sense that they went ahead and used a class cosmetic that's specific to Druid that would look good on the Druid, because you're going to be playing with not many cosmetics unless if you get the Battle Pass, unless if you get the, what's the other one called? Phantom Market, or if you happen to buy the other one that's available, which is right here. Become the Myth Slayer. This is actually a pretty sweet looking cosmetic. I like the vibe that they're going with right here. This one's available from July 3rd through August 7th, and it is with 1,000 orbs. That's what the cost is right there. Starting at 1,000 orbs. That's probably for the single class version of this. And then if you want to go ahead and get the version that is cross class for all the classes, you could spend the more expensive price of 4,000, plus you'll get a couple of other cosmetics, a Phantom portal, and other things like that. But there's more to talk about, like the Demon Hunter, and how the Demon Hunter is getting a pretty darn big nerf right here from this one shoulders Cladamus Escape. Escape cooldown is increased from 6 to 8 seconds. Now targets a direction instead of a location and no longer knocks back enemies. The max distance is reduced from 6 to 6 from 8. They literally nerfed these shoulders into the ground. The escape distance is reduced by 2. The knockback is no longer there. And now you're going to a direction instead of an actual location. So Demon Hunter fans, this is a big knock to your builds. I'm sorry about that, but it's just how it's going to be. When I take you over to the Chinese patch notes, they actually give us a developer's note as to why they do it. Actually, let me take you there now. All right, so here we are about the balanced adjustment, and then we have this developer's note. So let's see what the words from the developers are right here. We've noticed that the legendary equipment Disaster Out, which is basically how this is translated, with the rest of the legendary equipment, the Holy Track, War Song play appeared in a very active in Infinite Escape genre play, which shows the extraordinary creativity of the adventurer, basically saying that as gamers, we were able to put together some really cool builds. At the same time, we continue to receive feedback from the community that the genre's uninterrupted displacement and continuous repulse cannot be fought back. Very confusing how that was translated. Again, this was all written in Chinese and is being translated to English, which means sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Therefore, this update will be following adjustments to escape skills. Slightly increase the cooldown time, designed to slightly limit the ability to escape at continuous high frequencies while retaining the ability to maneuver the skill as a means of core displacement. So they don't want you to continuously be able to escape utilizing the skill. Number 2, the maximum sprint distance was shortened. The repulse effect was removed and only the damage increased function of the output occupational matching was retained, and the high frequency control brought by high frequency escape was reduced. So there's not going to be, I think they're talking about the knockback and stuff right there. And number 3, the operation mode is changed from selecting the target point to selecting the target direction release, which reduces the difficulty of use on the mobile side, but also means that the precise distance control we are more dependent on players will be more dependent on players' own skills. I'm okay with players' skills being the requirement there to see enhanced play. I just wanted to give you a little insight on why they were making those changes as well. Now, there's also changes to the market. Normal gems, Terror Essence, and runes posted on the market at the same price will now be stacked in a single group. Essentially, they're just cleaning up what the market looks like. I'll show you that in the Chinese patch notes as well in a moment. All items stacked this way will sell first in, first out. Excess item posted on the market that exceed the market stack will not be visible. So when you get too many in there, you're not going to be able to see them. And over here in the Chinese patch notes, you can get the look at what this actually looks like and how these stacks are going to go. Trying to make it a little bit cleaner, but not sure if that's going to help or hurt people trying to sell stuff. Now, in addition, over in the Chinese patch notes, there are many different things here that they're discussing about doubles, double experience, double rewards. So I wouldn't be surprised if over in North America, we also received a 2x event. You guys have seen the 2x event before, where you get twice as many rewards for the activities that you do, which include gems, legendary gear, etc., all the different things that you would find for the most part. Now, I know that I'm excited to play as the Druid again. When I was over at HQ, I had a few favorite things about the Druid. One of them was the new essence, the new, what are they calling it again? Primal Essence. I absolutely love the Primal Essence feature. It essentially is giving you juice for these 3 skills, and though that juice is going to be able to be limited, but also you could put builds together to rejuvenate the juice, and that's going to allow you to do some insane things like be in wolf form and be the fastest thing that I've ever seen in Diablo Immortal. You'll see it as I run this Elder Rift a little bit. When I go into wolf form and hold down dash, you can hold it endlessly and you are just so fast, able to run anywhere. Think about the ways that this can be used inside of different elements of the game. Or playing as the bear, which is not quite as fast, but it makes you tankier than any barbarian or crusader that you've ever seen inside of Diablo Immortal. So many fun things. If you're tired of being necromancer, but you still want some abilities to summon, you can do that as well, which is also really cool. At the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of excitement around Diablo Immortal. Diablo Immortal players who have put down the game are going to be returning, and I would bet that even a bunch of Diablo 4 and Path of Exile players want to try out what a really fun Druid feels like, which actually lives inside of the mobile game. Because there have been so many complaints about the Druid class inside of Diablo 4 that Diablo 4 players are upset that Diablo Immortal got a better Druid. I guess it's time that some of them pick up their phones, re-download Diablo Immortal, and start playing as the Druid. I welcome all of them to return to the game. Hope you guys have a great experience with the Druid. Again, remember, I will be live, and I would love it if you guys came through. I'll be live at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Thursday morning. Hope to see all of you guys there so we can all hang out and play as the Druid